Shalom, Shirmai Yaakov. Before we start off, I want to give praises to the Father and the Son. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakdash. Yahweh to the people ignorantly called God, and Yahushua to the people ignorantly called Jesus. You so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, you are the Hebrew Israelites. Today, Putin and Trump had a meeting in Alaska basically about the war in Ukraine. And the name of that meeting or summit was Pursuing Peace. And I believe that's all for the cameras to calm down the the Russian population and the US's population. Because a lot of people been in the news lately and they know that the US and Russia is on two opposite sides of the table, two opposite sides of the battlefield. And I believe Trump and Putin both know what it is, and they both know what it's gonna be. I feel like, again, man, it's just all for the cameras. If you look at it, this whole Russia-Ukraine war started really all the way back in 2014 when Ukraine started targeting and attacking Russian-speaking peoples in that still live in Ukraine. And a coup happened. Ukraine's government got overthrew, and you wonder who organized and orchestrated that coup. Mystery Babylon, aka America, and its allies was behind that coup. And Mystery Babylon and its allies, purposely, provoked Russia, until that war. But it's all the will of Yahweh Shimi Shah at the end of the day. But, this is Proverbs 21 and 21. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. And all these world leaders are like puppets to Yahweh Shimi Shah. Because he can't control them to do whatever he wants them to do, whether it be to make peace or to declare war. Lord controls everything. Even if you look at it on another level, all humans in a way are like puppets in a way. We don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. We don't know what we're gonna do a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. But the Lord knows all that. And the Lord can use somebody to do good things, like pushing His truth, but also the Lord can use people as instruments of judgment. That's why, it's important to ultimately, fear the Lord, because He can direct your path and your footsteps, to destroy you, but He can also direct your path and your footsteps, for you to do good and please Him. So in a way, it's humbling at the same time to, be humble. But with that, hope this lesson was edifying, your spirit empowered. Yahweh Shimi Shah. All praises unto Yahweh Shimi Shah. Until next time, Shalom, Yashalom.